I'll give you a hug right now on camera, but it'd be kind of weird. But like.
Hey, what's up soldiers, my name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies Top 10. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 box weapons. This is a series that I do every single Saturday where you guys vote for whatever the category is. I tally up the comments and the one that has the most votes gets the number 1 spot, etc. And I make a top 10 according to the number of votes, and there's usually a few honorable mentions included in that. So last week I asked you guys to comment the best box weapons, so we're going to be counting it down now. But for next week we're going to be switching it up a little bit, and I want you guys to comment down below the thing you're most excited about for Zombie Chronicles. So this can be, maybe you're excited for the graphics, maybe you're excited for the wonder weapons, maybe you're excited for, I don't know, the map layout, maybe Origins is your favorite map and you haven't had a chance to play it in over a year. What are you guys most excited about? I'm gonna pick the top 10 best responses, and that is what we're gonna do since Zombie Chronicles is coming out next Tuesday, which is exciting, and even this week we're gonna be getting some gameplay, so I'm definitely very excited to see all that stuff. So anyways guys, without further ado, let's get right into the top 10 box weapons in Call of Duty Zombies history. And coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the RPD. Now this gun is primarily known for its role on Town and Nuketown. I would say that these are, you know, the most common spots that you can use the RPD because it's not on any of the DLC maps, at least I don't think so. Now the RPD is pretty decent, but it's not really my favorite gun, but I would say it's pretty good. I mean, this thing is definitely strong, it holds a lot of ammo, and I don't even think Treyarch even made a Call of Duty that included the RPD, so I think it was made especially just for zombies, which is kind of cool. Now I could be wrong about that, maybe it was in Black Ops 1 and I just don't remember, but all I remember using this gun on was pretty much when I played Town with my friends back in the day, because a lot of my friends, they didn't have the map packs or anything, so we would just play Town and go for high rounds, and I would always end up getting the RPD and pack-a-punching it because it had a ton of ammo and it was really good at getting headshots and taking out a bunch of zombies. Coming in at the number 9 spot, and I want to apologize for my voice guys, I read the entire storyline yesterday, so my voice is still kind of sore, but it is the HK-21. Now this is my favorite LMG from Black Ops 1. It is by far one of my favorites, and the really cool thing about this gun was it put out a ton of damage. Although the fire rate wasn't ridiculously fast or anything, you could still take out zombies very fast, especially when you shot them in the head. It would only be a couple bullets. Now when you add just regular double tap, now obviously it was only in Black Ops 1, we didn't have double tap 2.0 yet, it still destroyed zombies, and it was by far one of the most OP LMGs. I would always pack a bunch of this thing, and it is ridiculously good. So the HK got voted by you guys for the number 9 spot, and I completely agree, this thing was an absolute tank. Coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be the Draken. Now the Draken, in my opinion, is the best sniper in Call of Duty Zombies because of how good it is. Now it's not really a sniper to me. I always have, you know, the reticle sight on it, so it's really easy to just lock on and basically unload at the heads of zombies. I feel like this gun is not really a traditional sniper just because of how good it is. It feels like I'm using an FAL or a single shot gun that is very strong. Now obviously it is a sniper, and that's why it has kind of a low rate of fire, but overall this thing wrecks zombies, especially when you have double tap 2.0. Camping on the catwalk on the Giant is probably my most memorable use of this gun in Black Ops 3, because I would always play the Giant just when I'm bored or anything to rack up my level, and that's how I got all the way to level 1000, just camping on the catwalk with the Draken. I mean, this thing is absolutely beastly, and it's really fun to use. Coming in at the number 7 spot is going to be a gun that was only unfortunately on one map in Black Ops 2, and that was Origins, and it is the SCARH. Now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it was only on Origins, and whenever I played Origins I would always hit the box and I would try to get this gun because I think that this is the most overpowered assault rifle in Black Ops 2, and that's saying a lot because there was a lot of really good assault rifles. I mean, you had the Galil, which was very good, and we're going to be getting to that in a minute. You also had just a bunch of other stuff, and I think that this gun was just so good. It was great for taking out headshots on zombies when you're playing Origins. That's when I remember using it most, and even this gameplay was a game that I played like last week just for fun, and I ended up getting the SCARH, and I was hyped because I was just, you know, taking off zombies' heads in like 2 to 3 bullets. It's ridiculously good and definitely deserved to be on this list. So if you guys voted for it, you are a flipping legend because I completely agree with it. Coming in at the number 6 spot is a gun that is only on Zetsubo, and as you guys know, I am not a fan of Zetsubo, but I did it for you guys, and you're probably gonna notice that a lot of the guns gameplay that I got for this, I just recorded playing Zetsubo. So it's the Marshall 16s. These things are so overpowered. These are by far the best pistols, and when you pack a bunch of it, it becomes the Purin and Veils, I believe, and I love these pistols so much. They are great at taking out, you know, any type amount of zombies. Just do, and all the zombies, it shoots 2 bullets at once. It's really cool, and it sounds awesome when it's pack-a-punch. It's great for taking out the Thrashers or any of the spiders, anything like that. It is one of my favorite guns that was introduced into Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now I'd really like to see this gun be brought into any of the Zombie Chronicles maps. I think that would be awesome to see. I feel like it would be really good on, you know, smaller maps like Shinonuma or Verrucht. I feel like it'd be really good for getting out of like tricky situations. So the number 6 spot is the Marshall 16s, and I 100% agree. This is by far one of the best guns that we had in Black Ops 3 for zombies. And coming in at the number 5 spot is the Commando. This was by far one of the best assault rifles in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. It is so good, especially Pack-a-Punch. This thing got headshots for days. It was very strong, and it racked up a lot of points because it had a pretty fast rate of fire. I think the Commando is by far one of the best guns, and it definitely deserved to be here in the number 5 spot. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of gameplay for this one because I was kind of rushing because I'm already tired, and I'm recording this at like 6 in the morning, so I didn't get a ton of gameplay, so I'm sorry that I'm like cycling through it, but the Commando is definitely very good, and it deserved the number 5 spot this week for sure. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the Haymaker. Now the Haymaker is definitely one of the best shotguns that we had ever seen in zombies. A lot of people like to call it the Baymaker, and one thing that I primarily remember about this was my buddy Ninja Nation has like a custom camo on it that says Panzer Patrol, and let me tell you, this thing wrecks Panzers so fast. When you pack a bunch of this thing and you shoot it at the Panzer's core, it absolutely obliterates it because it's an automatic shotgun. This thing is overpowered when it comes to taking out Panzers, and it's by far something that you need. Now, I really do like this shotgun, but believe it or not, I really do like the Brekkie a little bit more, but I still think that the Haymaker is ridiculously good just because of the fast rate of fire. You can just hold down the trigger and boom, blast all the zombies away. It is definitely very good and deserved the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be one of the best guns in Black Ops 3 Zombies, and that is the Dingo. Now this gun is absolutely ridiculous. It has a ton of ammo, has a fast rate of fire, it wrecks and destroys zombies extremely quickly. This is by far one of the best guns from the box, and I just 100% agree that this gun is just OP. Like, the Dingo by far if you add on, you know, like any attachments to it, I like to use like blast furnace on this one. I think that one's really good. Even deadwire is good. Like, all of the abilities are good. The Dingo just has so much ammo when it's pack-a-punch. It's great for getting to high rounds. It's called the Direwolf when pack-a-punched. I mean, this thing is just an absolute tank. And yeah, the Dingo definitely 100% deserve to be the number 3 spot on the best box weapons of all time. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the PPSH 41. Now, the really cool thing about this gun was it first appeared in World at War, and back then it was by far one of the best submachine guns. It got so many points and it was awesome, and they ended up bringing it back in Garage Crovey, which was really cool that we got to use the PPSH. And I would love to see this gun in any of the remakes that they make for Zombie Chronicles. I think it'd be so cool to see this gun, especially on, you know, some like Shinonuma, for example. You know, this gun was on Shinonuma, so it'd be great to use, you know, the PPSH on Shinonuma. And honestly, this gun is just so good. It gets a ton of points, it takes out zombies extremely quickly, and it is just like so good. It was called the Reaper in World at War, and then in, you know, Black Ops 3 it was called the Grim Reaper, which was kind of cool how they changed the name, but it was still kind of the same. So the PPSH 100% deserved the number 2 spot. By far one of my favorite box weapons from Black Ops 3. Alright, now guys, it is time for the honorable mentions. We only have 3 this week as usual, and the first one is going to be the Brekkie. Now, as I talked about earlier, I really do like the Brekkie. I like it more than the Haymaker, just because I like to be able to control how fast I'm shooting a shotgun, especially when taking out panzers. I think the Brekkie is just very strong, and even though it doesn't have like an extremely fast rate of fire, it kind of caps it a little bit, so you can't just spray for days. I still think that it does do a very good job when taking out zombies. I like to put blast furnace or deadwire on this one and kind of just shoot like one bullet into a horde of zombies, and it takes out a bunch of them. It's really fun to use, and it 100% deserved to be an honorable mention. I thought it was going to get more votes, but it didn't. The next one is the M27. Now, I remember using this on Nuketown all the time. The M27 is by far one of my favorites from Black Ops 2, and it is really good. I kind of would have liked to see this gun on some of the other maps in Black Ops 2, but unfortunately, you know, the only time I got a chance to use it was on Nuketown. So honestly, this gun just shredded zombies' heads. Very good, and I think this is probably one of the most underrated guns that not a lot of people talk about. And the third and final honorable mention is an LMG from Black Ops 3, and that is the BRM. The BRM puts out a lot of damage, and it has a lot of ammo, which is very nice. It's a great LMG, great for taking out zombies when you're camping or if you're kind of just running around. The reload is kind of slow even if you have speed cola, but at the same time, it's still going to get the job done and take out a ton of zombies, so it definitely deserved to be an honorable mention for one of the best box weapons in Black Ops 3. Now, you can actually buy the BRM on the wall on Horizon Jack if you press all of the blue pressure plates, but since not a lot of people even know about that, it's still considered a box weapon. Alright guys, and coming in at the number 1 spot is a gun that is iconic for being one of the best in Black Ops 1 and one of the best in Black Ops 2. That is the Galil. Now, this gun is absolutely my favorite when it comes to Call of Duty Zombies. It is so strong, it takes out zombies' heads like so fast, and this thing puts out a ton of damage and does do a very good job of getting a lot of points. Now, the really cool thing that I'm excited about for the Galil is it was brought into Black Ops 3. Now, this means that we might be seeing this gun in Zombie Chronicles, which just gets me extremely hyped. Now, there are so many different guns that are going to be in Zombie Chronicles, and I really think that Treyarch is going to bring in this weapon. Even though it's a DLC weapon, they're going to bring it into some of the maps, and I am very excited about that, because the Galil, like I said, is by far one of the best. It's very very fun, and definitely is by far the best box weapon in Call of Duty Zombies history. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Once again, next week we're going to be doing the top 10 things you're most excited about in Zombie Chronicles. I am extremely pumped guys. This week I'm going to be covering it a bunch. I have some storyline videos coming up and planned. I have, on Monday we're going to be getting another reveal, most likely the trailer, so I'm going to have some, stuff about that, breaking it down, taking a look at some of the different things on the maps, and it's just a really exciting time to be a Zombies fan. So make sure you guys are staying tuned on my channel, because I'm going to have a ton of content for you guys to enjoy. I post videos all the time, and yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.